This is the idiot sandwich.
Actually having sex with a protein shake, guys. Woo! So
Trey,
we use 2 scoops and a half for funsies, just to make sure that you get enough flavor. Boom.
Alex, I don't think that was enough protein. You gotta put more protein.
Do you think I need more? Do you
I
think
think you need more protein.
You're telling me I need 75 grams?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Let me just put this back up.
You don't realize you need a pound of protein for one body weight, for each body weight?
I'll use my big mass gainer. That's 1,500 calories.
Do you have creatine?
This has creatine in it. I don't have any creatine supplements, though. This is my pre-workout. This is my little snacky wackies back here.
Not the snacky wackies.
Powder. And then my favorite is I have more snacky wackies right here, and then fiber brownies.
How much food do you have in there? I'm just...
Not enough, William. Not enough. Not enough. I need more.
It's all snacks. It's not even like...
You want to check my fridge out? My fridge is awesome.
Damn, this must be like what it feels like to be an audio listener, because I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, I forgot that this is a podcast. I'm supposed to be explaining.
I can't even do it because I can't see nothing. It's just y'all's faces.
This is my fridge. I have a lot of juice and tea and milk and turkey. There you go, guys.
Turkey. Good turkey, man.
And I have hash browns in my freezer. Hash browns and butter beans. Or lima beans.
Alex, I forgot. To get like your nutrition skills, what kind of code would you use to get this, and where?
Friendly 982. Hey, friendly.
Where would you go?
Yeah.
Where would you go? Where would you? Where would you? Where would you go to get this?
Huh?
Where would you go to get this? What nutrition company something?
It's called Get Raw Nutrition. Get Raw Nutrition.
Get raw.
Get raw.
Raw.
No condom.
Go raw. And now we will go back to
We're
computer.
supporters of STDs. Get raw.
Yeah, stay raw.
Stay raw, stay hard.
Raw. I'm raw.
Ross. Raw. Raw. Raw, 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 raw.
Bye bye.
That is such a funny frame for you to stay on, Alex. You're sitting there just constantly like in fear for me right now. Just
Are you still like paused for both of us, or?
you haven't moved a bit, Liam, and Alex only moves every time he like flips his camera. He'll do it for like 2 seconds, and then it'll like freeze again.
You could do like a black. You could do a black screen on Discord, so you can see what's happening.
I'm not tugging my Johnson. I'm shaking my protein
on like
shake.
your phone. No, wait. Put it lower. Put it lower. Put it lower. Shake it. Okay.
I swear I'm not tugging my Johnson.
I swear. Alex.
I swear.
Alex told me he will though for his OnlyFans. If we get to 1,000 subscribers, Alex will start an OnlyFans.
That's true. That's real, guys. For the fans.
We all know they want it. That ginger spice.
I know y'all want it.
That ginger spice.
Ginger spice? What? The ginger Johnson.
Why are you pointing it at the computer?
Trey!
I like how you guys are both doing horizontal, vertical, like... No!
What is Trey doing? This podcast is already going to a great start.
It's great. It's a great podcast so far. I think we should
Guys,
talk.
just remember, 100
So
followers.
I think we should
group
talk.
e-tech.
We should talk about something trendy, which is like, what's your opinion on AI?
It's cool.
Take over my job, please. I never want to do anything in my life.
Yeah, I don't like working, so
Yeah.
have a machine do it for me.
Replace my creativity with your creativity.
So we're here at Idiot Sandwich for that segment. We decided that we all agree that it's a net positive, taking everybody's jobs, right? Trey?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Here at Idiot Sandwich, we're in support of AI, even if it's evil. Because that's good.
Even when it enslaves us all.
Yeah. I want to be. Do you guys think that it's going to be a problem when people are going to be like, well, you could make like a robotic version of a person and then have that as your slave? Right?
Hmm?
That's going to be a thing?
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
An android. Nah?
Wait, you talking like, what is that video game called?
Like Fallout.
Detroit Become Human?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that. But in Detroit Become Human, they're black people that are the slave. I don't think that would pass here. That would not pass. There's
I don't
no
think we're
way they
ever
would be
gonna-
making androids like that.
I don't think they're ever going to make like a human.
Yeah, I don't.
looking
I feel like
robot.
that would be too uncomfortable.
Well, I just think that like
Yeah.
that would cause more problems.
I
than
don't know
it,
though.
like-
That's not true though, Alex. Because like it's gonna be first the sex stalls, right? No. No.
I don't think so.
They're gonna.
I don't think. I don't think the first
May-
convention
Maybe you'll have to
of
take it.
robots will be sex slaves. Like I don't think that's going to be the first thing people are inventing. Like, and NASA engineers are just
Yeah.
they get no play. So
This
they
is
just
not
have to build
NASA
their own.
engineers. You're thinking too high. No, this is not NASA. This is like a different. It's still money, There's money there. What is NASA gonna make? You think the moon landing's real, bro? NASA don't make shit.
This is such a stupid conversation already.
What, do you want to move on? Okay. We have other topics. That I'm not making up as we go. That's not happening. You guys see any new movies lately that were good? Good movies?
No.
You heard it here first on the Idiot Sandwich. There is no good movies.
No.
Not recent. Not recently. What about Trey? He's just staring off in the
Dude,
distance.
Trey just disassociated so hard.
Trey's like, I'm not even a part of this podcast anymore. I don't want to be a part of it.
How do I leave the idiot sandwich?
I haven't really watched anything movie-wise, but I do want to watch the Contender.
What's the
What's that?
Contender?
It was actually a video I just watched. Shout out to Moist Critical's video, because that's what I was watching. And basically, it was like 1988, and it's like this is based off a true story. Because the Contender was made by the guy that the live stream was of. He made his own movie about it, kind of like just like reenacting for like people of today's age to see. But in 1988, this like high producer, like very famous producer, got these people to go in a raffle, and he won it. But he didn't know what the show was about. But he was wanting to get famous because he was an upcoming comedian. So he thought this would be his like way to fame. So they put him in this room, and the first thing they say is, "Get naked." And he gets naked, and for 15 months he is stuck in this room. What the fuck? He is stuck in this room where the only thing he has in that room is magazines and papers,
What kind of
so that he can write. Not that kind. It was like magazines for like I forget exactly what it's called. It's like basically if you sign
My favorite magazines.
magazine. It was basically if you sign up to get this item, you could have a chance to win it. And I think it's called like a winning slot or something like that. But like you sign up, we'll say like a chair. If I sign up for this chair, write down why I need it and why I'm a good candidate to have it, and send them, to the address and put my address, I may be one of the candidates that would win. Well, he had to sit there and keep doing that with all these different kind of items that he would find in these magazines until he gets a total sum of 100,000 yen, which back then in 1988 added up to 10,000 US dollars. So he basically had to win 10,000 US dollars to win and be done with the show and get out of this room. And he is just like, it's just basically torture without like the pain and punching and like all that, because he just goes kind of crazy. He has no human interaction. He doesn't have food. He has to win food. So for like the first 2 weeks, he doesn't eat a thing, and all he has is water from the faucet, and all these different kind of things. I advise anyone who's listening and for you to even go watch the video too. It's a poor man, and he somehow keeps a good like head during all this, but he's just like, it's basically Stranded, with Tom Hanks and or whatever his name is, Tom Hanks and Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
Stranded Away.
That,
Stranded
in a
Away.
room in
I
Japan.
think.
Stranded Away. There we go. It's basically that, but Japanese and in a room for like.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if that was Japanese because you were saying yen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Japanese. Sorry about that, but
what is
his
it
name
called again? The
movie is called The Contender.
Contender. Okay.
But yeah, he was live streamed for the whole time, not realized, because he knew he was being recorded, but he thought they were being edited into like clips of like moments. And this whole time he's naked, so he's kind of embarrassed. It's an embarrassing thing.
Like just full on naked.
Full on naked, but they do bleep out his genitalia with. Yeah.
Wait, in the movie they do?
Well, in the show back in the day in the live stream, they
do you know when this was like made?
Like the movie or the live stream?
Live stream, yeah. This is
the
recent?
live stream. No, this is like 1988. This was
okay.
It was originally a show. I forget what the show's called, but it was a show that was turning into like a weekly, thing. It was like a weekly episode of like what. I forgot his name already, but it basically meant eggplant in Japanese. It was a weekly episode of what he was doing and like how the week went, and
the
then eventually
eggplant is crazy,
basically, and and like through time, that he was making people like them so much money that they're like, we're gonna live stream, like screw editing, screw doing it like weekly. We're gonna live stream this and let people watch us whenever. And eventually, that was kind of like the first ever live stream ever. Like, actually, I don't know about live stream, but it was one of the first.
It definitely wasn't.
I'll say that.
I wouldn't say that it was the first, based off like no source, but like I'm not trying to. I just don't want to say anything crazy on the podcast by accident.
It might not be.
But
it definitely is a first one, but it was definitely first few.
It was the first of its time of what it was.
Popularized.
Yeah. I will say though, after 8 months, he eventually was able to win a TV, a PlayStation, and a PlayStation game along with a controller. All in separate.
You went through all that just to get a PlayStation?
No.
I
was about to be like, bro, if this man walked away with like,
bro,
I got a PlayStation and a TV.
I knew all that was gonna happen.
I'm so happy.
On month 2, he won because every item he won.
Oh, he won a PlayStation in the thing?
Yeah, while doing the challenge, he's won a PlayStation. He won food because that's like the whole shtick of the show. He has to win and earn through these magazines and sending the letters.
And by the end of the show, he was in like this mansion and he had a Bugatti.
No, definitely not. They did not do that nothing after the show. I think the only thing and it's not like it was acting. He didn't go home after it was done. He sat in that room every single day for 15 months. Like he was very socially just awkward when he came out. You know, he like his fingernails during time because he didn't have anything to like shave, cut his hair, cut his nails, anything like that. He didn't even have toilet paper. He had to win toilet paper. So like and 6 months in, his
That's
fingernails, and
crazy.
even shows it in the show, is like literally this long. Like not even joking, not exaggerating. It was literally this
Ew.
long because he has nothing to cut them because he has
What?
to win stuff like that. And
I would bite it at that point.
I know, right? But he, and the thing is too, he wrote at least like hundreds of thousands of those things, and he doesn't always get them back. He'll probably only get like 4 back in a week after he did probably 100 that week. So it takes time. You know, like it wasn't easy. It took forever because it's just a luck of the draw situation. He's just doing a ton of them. So it's just like this whole thing. And he's basically just like, in a way, being tortured, even though he like was okay with it. And I'm sure at any moment he could just walked out, but he never tried to until at one moment where when he finished the challenge, and this is why everybody hates the producers, he finished the challenge. They take him to Korea to an amusement park, and he is having the time of his life. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm done." You know, he's sitting there. He sees people again. It's been a year since he's really seen people, so he's like, "Oh my god." Even though he's not talking to him, he's like, "Oh my god, you know, there's actually I forgot that people exist." You know, at this point, basically, you know, went back to caveman primitive.
Yeah.
And then when they finished, they blind him again, put him in the car, take him in this room that looked exactly like the one he was in Korea, with all his belongings gone. And he sits down and they tell him to take off the blindfold. And the only thing they say to him is strip. And he starts crying and he goes, no, I don't want to do this again. Like, I'm not doing this again. But in the show, they cut that out. And they eventually, you know, they say, oh, he agreed to do it. So he is now doing it again.
They just broke him.
What? Yeah, he was broken. And apparently in the show, they just made it sound like, yeah, he said he would do it again, like this challenge again, just not 100 yen, 100,000 yen. It was only like, I think 20,000 or something like that, which was to get his ticket, like get enough money to get a ticket back to Japan. But apparently he after the show, he was like, I told them no multiple times, but they kept like begging me and forcing me into staying. So eventually I just said yes. And like everybody's mad at the producer because of that.
Yeah, did they go to jail for that? I mean, that sounds really illegal.
They can't really go to
That's
jail
crazy.
if he did agree to it.
It's not illegal. He agreed to it and written and all that stuff, even though it's basically kidnapping in a way. But he agreed to it, so they can't really do nothing about it.
It's like me
That's
locking
wild.
you in a room. Agree to it, Alex. Come on, get naked.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
Guys,
even though
that's
you gotta do it for the
followers.
OnlyFans, Alex. You gotta do it for the OnlyFans.
It's only when we hit 1,000 followers, guys.
That's when I become a corrupt producer.
And I'm the one paying you? Oh my god.
And remember too, this whole time he is naked, so people are just watching this man naked. And like the first week, he does try to like win clothing, but he never wins. And some people do like suspect foul play because there's no way he didn't win any clothing, like what people thought. The only clothing he ever won during the entire year and 3 months, he won used panties that wouldn't fit him.
That's definitely got to be rigged.
Like it has,
That's a
yeah.
rigged
So everybody
There's
believes
no
it's
way
rigged.
you do that for a whole year
Mhm.
and not get
I mean,
something
I don't-
besides panties.
I don't know
Bro
any.
won a live octopus, but he can't like win a fucking sweater. There's definitely foul play.
I don't see how you could agree to this though, ever. Oh, I want to break it big. I'm gonna just get naked in a room.
Well, one, at first he didn't know, and then two, he didn't think it would take that long at first.
No, I know. Wait, so he didn't know that it was a year contract then? It wasn't?
Well, it wasn't a year contract. It was just until you beat the challenge. It just took him a year.
That's just wild.
But they started
So
making
what
so much
exactly?
money.
How did he win the challenge exactly?
Well, in Korea, so like I said, he won the challenge in Japan. He got the 100 yen. So they took him to Korea, and they were making so much money. They're like, we can't stop this. Like, this guy's famous. It was getting more views. This is just what Most Critical said. I have no actual like research. From what he was saying, I forget the numbers. It had more live stream viewers than the fucking Super Bowl does. It was that famous back in the day. That fucking famous.
That's crazy.
Well, that would
And
make.
I'm surprised no one's heard of it.
It would make sense.
But-
Well, it's probably not from America viewership.
No, definitely not. But
So there's
Is
a lot more
God?
people. Trey found God.
But basically, so now he's doing this challenge again in Korea to get like 20,000 yen again, doing the same thing, so that he can afford a ticket back to Japan. Well, because he's been doing this for so long now, he was just winning. Like, I think he beat that challenge in a month, and apparently the producers got mad because they're making so much money. They're like, oh, we don't want to win, finish this. So they upped the price without ever telling him. Even though he was done, he didn't even know he was done. They upped the price. Instead of him booking like a normal ticket, they were trying to make it to where the goal now was for him to get economy class ticket. And in like 2 weeks, he got that money. He won. He kept winning again. He got that money. He got economy. Well, again, they were pissed that he even did it even quicker. So they were like, okay, well, we're still not going to finish you because we're making money. And like I said, they never once even told him that he won, that he did this. They raised it again to first class, which is like another 20,000 yen again. And he got that in like a month. And they were like, okay, we'll finally finish. We'll finally let you go. At this point, you've beaten us because you guys are so good at this. And at the very end, they tell him he's won. And they do it so weirdly, by the way. They go to him in the middle of the night and flashlights in his eyes while he's trying to sleep, and then does like party poppers in his face. And he's like, oh my God, he's like freaking out because like he hasn't seen people. So now people are just fucking shooting
like
shit
an
in his
FBI
face while he's
raid?
sleeping.
That's just
And it's what
crazy.
it looks like.
Open
That's what
up.
it feels like. It feels like he's getting
Flashbang
robbed.
in there.
Yes.
Like they're chucking a
basically.
flashbang in there first, and then like
Yeah.
breach and clear. Like,
Yes, that's what it looks like. I swear to God.
is this Steve or something, bro? Like,
While he's sleeping, like they couldn't have done it during the day.
You guys don't wake up like that? That's my alarm clock.
No. Yeah.
This is my dad beating the shit out of me with a fucking flat. Wake up!
But
Yeah.
it's just weird though because he hasn't seen people in like 3 months. So the first time he sees people, they're fucking, doing that. So he's like, oh my God, He's like basically, like I said earlier, went back to primitive caveman mind. He's isolated. He has no one to talk to. So seeing people,
dude,
he's like, oh my God.
I would have lost my mind within a month. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's same. And so
I don't think I would make it a year.
So they do that
not
to
even,
him.
not even 3 months.
No, hell no. So they do that to him, and then they fly him back to Japan with the earnings he got. And they get to Japan, and they blindfold him, and they take him into this room again, like the past 2 times in Japan and Korea. But they put earmuffs on, like noise canceling earmuffs and a blindfold, and they walk him into this box that is on a stand, like a stadium, while there are people outside watching on these bleachers, like right there. And they walk in this like box, and it looks just like a room he's been in, like the past 2 rooms. And they don't say anything to him this time. They just walk out. So by instinct, he just goes ahead and takes off his clothes because at this point he's thinking he's doing it again, and he's like, "Fuck." And after 5 minutes, just sitting there looking down, just looking so depressed, he's like, "No way am I doing this again." The walls fall down from this like box that looked like a room, and you just hear people cheering his name, saying, "Congratulations, you did it!" And there's all these
No
people.
way they
looking at him. He's sitting there
Impractical
naked.
Fools pranked him like that, bro.
They
That's
did,
crazy.
and he's like sitting there naked, and he's like basically on the verge of tears, like deers in headlight. He's like, because he doesn't realize that he's won. First of all, they never told him. Other than that, like he beat it. He thought he was going to do it again for a 3rd time, and then not only that, they were calling him a name, that eggplant name, that I don't even think he knew that like that's what people were calling him. So he's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who are these people? People again, but now they're like laughing and ridiculing me is what it feels like, and he's just like, just confused, and he just like looks like scared. And it's so sad, but
that
it was
sounds
weird.
like an Impractical Jokers thing at the end. Like
murder punishment, 15 months.
Average murder punishment.
It sounds like more like it's a murder punishment. Oh my god.
Tonight's big loser.
Murr does
Of
get the
course.
worst ones. Him and
I
Sal.
swear.
But it's really Murr.
Yeah, I advise y'all to watch that video, by the way, from Moist Critical and watch the movie, because I plan on watching the movie now after hearing
Is the
that
movie
video.
in theaters or
Yeah,
is
I'm
it?
gonna watch the video.
No, the movie came out last year. I'm not even sure if it's in English, but I think it is on like Hulu, maybe. If not, I mean, I'll just find somewhere to watch it. But I want to see because apparently he just kind of like recreated it just for like people nowadays. But it's just like an hour and 30-minute movie. It's like a documentary.
I mean, that's a very interesting story for sure.
It's
Even for
weird
how
that-
terrible it is a very
Yeah.
interesting story.
I feel so bad for the guy, but he turned out to be
Yeah.
a great person. I don't know how he didn't go like mentally insane murderer, but he turned out a great person. Because like during
I'd
the pandemic,
I'd be a freak if
Me
within a
too.
month.
I mean,
For
Me
sure.
too.
I feel
be
like most people would be. I feel like it's more freakish that he's not crazy.
I know, right? I would have the first time I saw the producer, I would have killed him, and, ate him. I would have went back to fucking monkey.
No, I'm just imagining.
FBI reach and clear him.
I'm just imagining Trey now, just getting out of the competition. You win, and then Trey just being like, "No, I haven't won yet." And he's trying to eat he's trying to eat the producer.
Trey just goes, "You lose," and then just tries to eat him.
Lose.
I win. You lose. That is an average murder punishment, though.
Yeah.
Y'all don't wake up. I call the FBI just to usually reach and clear my room. That's how I wake up.
Yeah.
And they like to chuck a nice flashbang in my room, and then break down the door. It's pretty expensive.
My dad does it. My dad does it more just to prepare me for what could happen.
It's a pretty expensive alarm clock because I gotta buy a door every time, and then I gotta pay for the flashbang. But yeah, it wakes me up for sure. It's great.
Pay for the flashbang. Have y'all seen the new Smiling Friend episode?
Oh no, I haven't. I saw it
with
on.
my friend.
It's so good.
It was so funny.
Don't talk
It was
about it.
Good.
Don't talk about
It's so
it.
good.
Oh, dude, the Russ joke
No!
was so funny.
No, don't spoil.
It was so good.
Spoil.
That made me
It's
laugh
just
too
one
hard.
episode. Dude, I won't spoil it for you, but I don't know if you remember the ending, after credit scene. But that shit had me dying.
I wanted to see it. I forgot about it because I saw it on a real thing of just new content, and I was like, they released a new season or something. Did they just release one episode, or is it a new
I
season?
think they just did that one episode.
They released the April Fool's
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
episode.
But
it
the
was
thing
really,
is,
it was
though,
a really good episode, though. It was really funny.
it was so good.
It's kind of weird because
But-
I don't feel like you
I
can.
think they're going to continue. I think they're going to continue the season in May, though. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere.
I find it really funny that because when you say it's a good Smiling Friends episode, it wouldn't be a good episode in any other show.
Yeah. It only works with Smiling Friends. There's gonna definitely be more TV shows that try to do.
No, it's not gonna
Smiling
work.
Friends.
It's gonna feel like
It's not gonna work. Yeah,
it's gonna feel
not.
like people. It's gonna try to be like Teen Titans Go, kind of. It's gonna have that feeling instead of
I
Smiling
hate
Friends.
that. I do not understand how people like that show. It's absolute garbage.
I used to
bro.
like it when I was
It is
younger.
trash.
Teen Titans?
The
Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans.
Oh,
the
Go.
actual Teen Titans is
I was
good.
going to say, Teen Titans is fucking awesome.
To be
Yeah, Teen
honest,
Titans is
Alex,
funky.
to be honest, you got caught up in the hate. The show is actually fine. It's that it turned Cartoon Network bad because they tried to emulate all of, the whole thing from because they realized it was popular. So
I don't know.
It turned Cartoon Network pretty much to crap content.
I never laughed at any of the jokes on there, so that's why I just think. It's
I
trash.
feel like
I was just like, this
There
was
were
not funny.
some okay ones.
I mean, it's
mainly
more
just
like
ones
the
that
new
meet
one.
format.
New one. I think it was more like there was no reason for it to be the Teen Titans.
That and it was just it felt like I was watching Brain Rot before Brain Rot became a thing. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
Well, I mean,
random.
that's basically
It's just
SpongeBob.
absurdly random.
No, it's not SpongeBob.
But SpongeBob has like a theme, like usually for like a whole episode, it sticks to at least like one thing.
SpongeBob is more like Looney
Usually.
Tunes.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I would count it closer to Looney Tunes than Teen Titans, probably.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like
Well,
Like-
New SpongeBob definitely is probably more like the Teen Titans.
No,
now,
that's
though,
brain
from like
rot.
what
Yeah,
I've seen. That's so.
I'm
bad.
talking
I'm not
about.
watching it.
We're
I'm
talking
just
about
saying-
like SpongeBob 1 to 3
old-
seasons
Yeah,
as
1 to 3.
SpongeBob as God intended 1 through 3.
until
That's
That's
God.
how it should be.
until the
It says it in the
the
Bible.
final was the finale of that SpongeBob was the movie, and everyone knows it.
As God intended.
That's
The
God.
devil keeps SpongeBob going.
The devil keeps.
The devil keeps SpongeBob going.
Idle
now.
hands.
It should have ended at the movie. The devil keeps SpongeBob going.
I'm just imagining someone in New York. SpongeBob is controlled by the devil.
There's some argument on Facebook about how SpongeBob is the devil.
Oh yeah. I know some people who said their parents wouldn't let them watch SpongeBob.
I don't
because it
get
was
that.
I know a
basically
ton of
except the
people
devil.
who do.
I mean,
I
like,
don't understand.
your parents weren't cool. I don't know how else to put you. I mean, those people. I mean, kids that haven't watched SpongeBob usually turn out weirder. At least in
Oh,
my.
I swear to God, they do.
They do.
I swear they do.
They don't
Yeah, but they're
understand.
probably a lot smarter than us usually.
No.
Usually the people who I met that haven't watched SpongeBob are usually quite more intelligent. than
What
I
do you
am.
mean by intelligence? Do you mean like they're book smarts, where they like I like
Yeah.
studying? That's
Yeah.
I don't know if
You're
that's
talking about they
really
have
intelligence.
Smarts, but no social cues and social.
Yeah, that's
instincts.
not. There's a thing
I
with
wasn't saying
you
that.
need to
I
have a
wasn't saying
balanced life, Alex.
Look, when I was a kid, all I was watching was just SpongeBob. I was watching SpongeBob, Destroy, Build, Destroy, or however you say that one.
Yeah, Destroy, build, destroy.
I have no idea what that
Danny
is.
Phantom,
Danny Phantom, I liked.
Yeah.
Backyardigans, Dora
Yeah.
the Explorer. Diego sucks. I hate Diego. Diego an op. If you like Diego, consider
Diego
yourself an
an
op. Consider yourself
Did you
an
like
op.
Dora the Explorer?
Dora is way better than Diego.
Well, how old are you? Are we talking?
I was probably like 3 or 4. Like last
3
time
or
I watched
4?
Dora.
Yeah, I think I watched a lot of Dora and Bob the Builder.
I watched
And
Bob
Bob
the
Builder was
Builder.
goated too.
Did you guys fuck with
Bob the
Thomas
Builder
the
was
Train?
No, I never
Not
did.
really.
My cousin
I
did.
watched it, but I never was like a huge.
No, I wasn't a big fan either. I was just kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. Apparently, that started a lot of weird. I think it starts like kids with like train fetishes later on in life, where they start doing like toy
What?
train. Apparently, there's a thing about it. You know, like the people that like do like the like they make like the model trains, and they like
Yeah.
watch
Liam,
it.
I could see this going very wrong if you continue to explain this. I don't know. You might need to cite some sources about this. Where,
There's
where
no
did you find
sources.
any of this information?
There's no source.
Then what are you saying? You're speaking gibberish. You're speaking slop right now. You're just spitting out slop. You're spitting out false information.
No,
Who
it's
says that? Trained continue fetishes? What are you saying? That makes
fetishes.
no sense.
Fetish does not always mean sexual fetish. You have you're a dirty mind person.
This is what you've been saying, though. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying like you know the people that are like in their basement that have like the toy train models and they watch it. It's like replicas. Thomas the Toy Engine.
Some people like trains.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it a fetish.
I mean, I've heard this.
You're 100% wrong, Liam. Fetish. Definition of fetish: a form of sexual desire in which gratification depends to an abnormal degree.
Well, I'm talking about the Urban Dictionary.
Are you talking about yourself, Liam? Like at this point, I don't know what are you talking about.
I wouldn't say fetish. I would say hobby.
Yes, that has nothing to do.
Well, like some of them have a fetish.
What are you talking about?
They put the faces on it.
You're saying you had because you watch Thomas
Are
the
you-
Tank Engine.
No, not
You want to
me.
fuck a train?
I'm not talking.
That's basically what you said.
I'm
Liam.
saying people that are fans of it. I'm not a
They
fan
like
of Thomas.
fucking
trains and wanna
the
So
fuck
you're saying I like Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas the Tank Engine is just so bad. Oh, like what do you say? That's like saying.
Okay.
Better example is. I don't even know. I like Rick Sanchez. I want him so bad.
Oh my god.
No, realistically, you'd have a fetish for scientists at that point. Is basically what he's trying to say.
I had no point to that at all, to be honest. I was just seeing where that
I
went.
know that's so stupid.
Anyway, I was watching like Family Guy and South Park at like 2. So I grew up on everything at a
No,
very young age.
I'm an idiot. I was like a goody two-shoed boy where I'd be like, "What? No, that's rated R. No, I can't watch that."
I was the
I
same
was
boat.
not.
My mom would let me watch regular show or Adventure Time.
Oh, I wasn't able to watch Adventure Time, and I could tell you why now because it's weirder. It's weird, but I was the
It's
age.
a little more out there, but it is.
No,
good.
well, I was younger, so
Was it gonna make you have a fetish over raccoons and
no.
birds?
Do you guys? No, this is
Of a dog.
no. Do you guys remember that guy that like picked the ball up with his butt?
That's Adventure Time.
Yeah.
I watched
yeah.
the
I
one,
feel like I might have done that as a kid. Like
the
replicated
one
it
where
when
they
I was
meet
younger. It's like I
the
could do
guy.
Why?
I don't know. I was like really like I was young. I should not have been watching it.
You could watch it and then just not do what they do because it's a cartoon.
No. I
What do
had
you
to.
mean?
This
I
goes
had
back
to.
to the train thing again, and oh my god.
Why?
I'm not
I
exactly.
never understood that, even as a kid. If someone goes and shoots someone in a show, that doesn't mean I need to go.
No,
test it out
no.
myself.
Are you that
It was a
manipulated?
show.
Are you
Yeah.
that manipulated, Liam? Are you that easy to manipulate?
I
This
believe
is what
so.
you're telling everyone. You're that easy to.
When I was a
gaslight, Liam.
kid. Yeah.
Honestly, I would be more manipulated by TikTok by real people than a fucking cartoon.
Yeah. I don't think kids should watch cartoon. Like I don't think kids should watch
What?
Cartoons?
not cartoons. I mean
What?
TikTok.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
That makes
can
more
get
sense.
behind
I miss-
that more.
no.
lot of-
Like it was. I just want to say I wasn't like emulating anything actually in that cartoon. I was just like, oh, that's funny, and I just didn't like. There's no. I don't know. I was a weird guy. Like, and I don't even know what age I was, and I'm not sure if this even happened. It might be a false memory, but I do remember it.
Oh, what? Okay. This is what?
Fuck. Oh my
The
god.
episode-
Y'all's cameras just changed and fucking like Alex is like cute mogging right now. What the fuck's happening to you?
What?
I gotta take a picture and send it to you.
What is it?
Morgan, as usual.
Send it in the chat.
Keep
Send it in the chat. We'll show it. We'll show it.
The episode that my mom was like, "You can't watch Adventure Time."
Oh, that was so
Was-
bad quality.
It makes it better, Trey. The episode that my mom was like, "You can't watch Adventure Time," was the one where Jake and Finn meet the guy who just says "fall," and then it goes through like that whole monologue and
Lich?
everything. Yeah, the Lich King or whatever
Yeah.
his name is.
Yeah.
Like I got
Fall.
scared of him
Oh,
when I was a kid,
will be
and so my mom was like, "John cameo, John cameo."
Cameo, like in the Smiling Friends anime. Like the smile.
There you go. Sorry, guys, we had an unexpected John cameo.
He told me he was
But
gonna
yeah.
do that. He was just gonna yell in chat and then leave.
Yeah, I saw the king, and then I was
Alright,
just
there you
like,
go. It's in general chat now if you want to look at the picture.
Okay, I will show this chat. This is what Trey is seeing right now. Wait, where is it? That's not the you didn't put it in the general.
It is in the general.
I don't see
It
it
is
in
a
the
general.
general.
God, why is it so
Embark.
bad on the computer?
No, I don't see
It
it.
looks so bad on the computer.
It looks so silly. I look locked in right now.
Yeah, I don't see it in the general. I can't go. Okay.
Are you blind? Are you clicking on idiot ideas for
No.
pod? Are you clicking on the Idiot Sandwich podcast?
No, what do you mean? I'm not looking up ideas, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing. I had a pre-plan way before this. Podcast ideas for
As I was
beginners.
saying, yeah. I saw the Lich King, and then I got really scared, and I cried to my mom, and my mom was like, "You can't watch this anymore. If it scares you, I don't want you watching it." I was like, "Okay, mom." And then I couldn't watch King of the Hill because that would come on after like 8 o'clock on Cartoon Network, and so I would get really scared of my mom walking in and me watching King of the Hill.
I mean, like King of the Hill is so tame. I don't remember.
I know it's like the most tame. Like
I mean, I feel like it was boring as a child. I don't really know. I was like, this isn't stimulating enough. I can't. What?
I was really interested in it only just cause I was like, oh, I can't be watching this. You know,
I don't know. I think Robot Chicken fucked me up way more when I was a kid.
God.
Robot Chicken.
I
is
used to
wild.
love it, and then I used to hate it because it came on every morning, and I wanted something new before school.
I didn't watch
It was always
Robot.
Robot Chicken.
I never watched Robot Chicken, but when I was a kid, it just went on, and it was like, but I was younger, like I was significantly younger, and I got so disturbed by it because it was like, they had like a thing where this guy just like, I think it was like Luke Skywalker or something, and he just projectile vomits everywhere. It was like, but it was like this. There was other stuff that was disturbing involved in it, but
There's the
I used to
Toy
love
Story one that I saw of Robot Chicken. That one scarred me. Cause
Dude, I think
Andy just brings home a chick and then just bangs her, and that's like the whole joke.
the one that always stuck with me, and it didn't scar me. I was just like, that was probably the worst one they ever did. It was a giraffe that was experiencing the 5 stages of grief after he got caught in quicksand. So you know,
that's that's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
yeah. So like, because you know, it's going to take him so long to die because he can't suffocate because it's going to like his neck is keeping him alive for being so long. So like, you know, at first he's like angered. He's like, fuck, this sucks. Like, screw you, God. Like
I've
cursing
seen
God
this one.
out.
I remember it now.
And
Yeah.
then like eventually he goes into like bargaining, and he was like, God, please, I'll suck your dick. And then just like cuts to like depression. He's like, I'm so sorry. Just like this crying giraffe at just the head. Dude, that shit as a kid, I remember I went to school to that, and I was like, what in the hell? Like, why? What were they thinking? What were they on?
I don't know. They
I
were on a
remember
lot.
like this is very off topic, but I remember like when you would fall and like get hurt and then like start bleeding, and like you were a real thug if you didn't cry. Like you were a true thug if you didn't cry while taking damage.
Do you remember when your parents would just? I don't know if you guys had this, but like your parents, like, at least for me, my parents would like pretend they didn't see me fall. So that way,
What?
yeah, like I didn't
Trey,
fall
it
that
looks like
bad.
you're tugging your Johnson.
I didn't fall that
Sorry.
bad.
Huh?
But if they
It
recognize,
looks like you're tugging your Johnson.
Tugging.
yeah,
No, I'm just messing with my foot.
Just saw your arms just doing.
I
this,
just saw
and I see
this.
Your leg bouncing, and I was like,
My foot
Hi, guys.
jitters.
what's going on?
My feet hurt from
Oh.
work, so I keep moving them.
"Stand still,
Jitter.
Alex. I'm almost done."
Wait, can I explain exactly?
Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
Can I
just
explain
noticed
exactly so people don't think my parents are like terrible? No, like if I would
No,
fall,
I know what you're saying. Like, people do that.
you just don't, like when your kid falls and they don't really get injured, they just fell. It's just like you're not really supposed to acknowledge it because otherwise they'll be like, I fell. Like they'll make a way bigger deal about it. That kind of thing. No?
Because then because then you're like, oh, are you okay, baby? Oh, are you okay? And then they think more about it, and then they start crying because they feel like they should be in pain.
Yeah.
But if you just don't notice or don't say anything, they'll just experience pain, like, ow, and then just kind of like walk away and not think about it because you're not talking about it and thinking about it.
I don't remember my parents ever doing that, but I think I would just be like, "Hey, are you okay?" You know, like not like, like
I think
Mercy from Overwatch, like coming in.
I think it depends on like your personality type too, though, because like I know like kids that are just rough and tumble that don't care at all anyway, and then like
that really depends too.
Like to me, I was kind of like I was more of a kid that was just like I didn't really like anything like that. I was more uncoordinated mess of just like trying to do stuff. Very, very sensitive.
Well, it's like my little brother, like when he would fall over and like, or, initially, like he would like, even if he did start crying, like one good thing to do with like a kid, and I know when they need it, like with a mother or like they're hardcore crying and they're actually in pain, talk to them like a baby. Kids like it if you just talk to them like an adult. So like he would fall and be like, ow, ow. I'm like, hey, little man, you good? He'd be like, and I'm like, you're strong. You're strong, man. Like, start yelling at him.
You talk
Be
to
like,
adults
strong?
like this?
Yeah.
You're strong,
Get
Liam.
up.
You're strong.
Well, I mean,
you can
not
get this
exactly, but,
podcast done, Liam. You can believe in yourself.
But
Like,
you don't
if
talk
I
to him
talked
like,
to
you
a
don't go
kid like
Google
I talk to an
Gaga to him.
adult, it'd be over. We'd be cooked. Because I would just start be like, kill yourself, Trey. Kill yourself, Liam.
You think that hurt?
I do that sometimes. Like sometimes Phil cried like, "Shut up, nah, you good, you good." And he was like, "I'm good, yeah, you good." He's like, "Okay," and he'll stop crying.
Kill yourself. Shut up. Kill yourself. Fall harder next
I don't
time.
know why it works with kids sometimes. I'm not being mean to them. I'm just like,
You were a
"You're
mistake."
you're strong.
No,
I'm
I
just
get
like-
what you're saying.
I keep peeking.
I've
If you make
experienced that
them,
before.
if you make them feel strong, they feel strong. And if you make them feel
Yeah.
like a man at even as a kid age, they're like, "Yeah, I am. I'm strong." I'm like, "Yeah, we're all men."
Yeah, we're all men.
Yeah.
Did you
Kids
ever?
love that.
Did you guys ever lie
I
to?
like being included.
Do you guys like lying to children? Like of like in your family member, like where it's like just telling them stories and like they buy it like completely.
I never really
haven't
did
done
that. I
You
was
didn't
always
do
the
that?
youngest.
I did it to my cousin. It was really funny.
Well, I was always the youngest. Then I'm like
Same.
even out of cousins and all that. So
It wasn't real lying. It was more just like, you've heard of Maku Kiku? And he's like, what? And I would show him pictures of like Shrek. And I would be like, yeah, he eats children.
nah, that'd be more.
And
For
he's
my,
like,
that'd be more
"No,
to like my
no."
friends. That'd be more to my friends.
The only one of my cousins that's younger than me, he's like 4 years younger than me. So I still wasn't like smart enough to like be able to gaslight. So I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
It was just fun.
I mainly just gaslit my friends. Like I remember I gaslit one of my friends one time, like talking about like the Sugandese clan and like Africa. Like, yeah, you hear about that African like off island clan called the Sugandese clan? And I'd say it fast so you wouldn't realize. And you're like, what are you talking about? Dude, they're like fucking cannibals. Like they see like helicopters come by and they like chuck arrows at that shit because they're not used to the outside world. And he was like, "No, you're not telling the truth." No, yeah, I am. Like, it's called the Sugandese clan. You want to know what they do to the people they kill? And they're like, "What?" They suck on his dick. You gonna suck on his dick? And they're like, "Fuck you."
Dude, that whole era of like
Ligma,
and things like that,
Sugma.
that was so stupid.
Fugma. I still say sometimes, like instead of saying like fuck or shit or like cussing, I'll be like, "Fugma." Just
I don't
like, my
think I've
friends like, "Why
ever
are you saying Fugma?"
experienced this. Is this a southern thing or something, or did I just miss the
What?
trend?
Wait, you tell me like when you didn't hear
The-
about that? How
the
Ninja died of Ligma?
Nah.
Yeah, Ninja died of Ligma.
Yeah, Ninja
Did you
died
know
of
that low taper fade is still the funniest meme around?
I feel like I was a
Ligma.
moron.
He's
up
kind of
until-
dead.
I feel like I was a moron up
Yeah.
until sophomore year, to be honest, of high school. I was like,
Ninja-
oh wait, okay. I'm here.
Didn't Ninja,
Ninja
actually
was
get
like,
low taper fade?
yeah, he got a low taper fade, and then like months later, he said like about that meme on stream. He's like, dude, people still send me the low taper fade meme all the time when it's been like past dead, been like months past dead, and he's still trying to like carry it on. So like everyone's just like, dude, low taper fade is still so famous and funny right now, even though it's like crazy dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so bad for the guy who's saying that too, because originally he said that because he was about to start crying, because he was talking about how like him and his dad's relationship, or neither. No, it was like his grandpa died, and he was sitting there like freestyle rapping about his grandpa's death and how he misses him and shit, and he was about to cry, and he was literally sitting there doing this right before he like said what he said. He was like, imagine if Ninja, he said that so that he wouldn't cry on stream because he was about to cry and he didn't want to get embarrassed. So he did that as like, he did that not even like as a joke, but as like, what's the word? To just make himself feel better and stop thinking about his grandpa.
Dude, if I was streaming and I found someone passed out, I'm in the stream. I instantly passed
Pass out.
away. I mean, yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna say
I
passed
mean-
away.
Alex, you think if you died right now, I would stop the pod? I'll keep going.
No, keep the pod going. If my head gets blown off, keep the pod going. I mean, at least you'll be famous.
Yeah.
Continue it on my success.
I don't know if that's how I want to be famous.
You don't want to be famous from Alex's death?
No.
I would love to. It's like a cheat code.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's like, have y'all seen The Boys and like the presidential lady who can like
Yeah.
explode people's heads?
Yeah.
That's just what happens to me,
Oh.
and then that's how y'all get really famous. My head explodes. Just boom.
Trey doesn't know what we're talking about, but basically, there's like an explosion. She can just like, boom!
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she
her
can
power.
just explode people's heads. Yeah.
I think that, I won't go into, that's what happened.
I watched a Rick and Morty episode today with my mom, and goddamn was that annoying.
What?
I haven't watched Rick and Morty ever since like season 4, I think.
It was like, have you seen it, Liam? It was like where
I saw all.
Morty, it was like where Morty and Summer like mix and fuse together in that pool, and the whole fucking episode he's just going, "Open your mind," over and over and over
I
and
got a
over
little
and
sick of
over
that
again.
episode a little bit.
Oh my god, that shit was so annoying.
I was like, this is funny, but like not enough to justify its premise. I don't
It
know.
was weird. I liked the episode, but holy shit, was I tired of hearing him say that.
I mean, the episode was okay. I think the worst episode of the Rick and Morty thing was probably the letters, the number and letters. Did you get there?
Number and letters. I
Yeah.
don't think I have yet.
It's Ice-T. How he's like a letter. They bring that back for an entire episode.
Oh no.
It's terrible. Just skip it. It's not even worth watching.
Yeah, I just feel like
Rick's not even in the episode at all. Like, no one... Like, I think Morty's the only one in the episode, and he's basically a side character. It's not good.
like the whole Rick and Morty hasn't got my interest ever since like the whole thing happened with the guy, like the main guy, who created the show and everything. I just don't. It just hasn't really like ever since that happened. I just don't care about it anymore. I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure.
I know it's probably like still pretty decent.
It's
but-
probably better that he left, because I think he was improvising a lot of the lines. So, like, but he's not that funny, to be honest, compared to the writing team.
I'm sure it probably honestly is better, but like, it just I don't know. Ever since that,
You're cutting out.
Rick.
1 second.
Lag.
Anyway, Trey, let's just wait for
Pickle.
Alex to pickle Rick. Okay.
You really need
Just
to
go
watch
on your
Smiling
phone.
Friend episode.
Go on your
It's so
phone.
Good.
Get out.
You really
go
need
on
to
your
watch
phone.
Good
Smiling
now?
Friend.
Oh, you're back. What were you saying?
I said Pickle Rick was the best episode.
I mean, that's so basic, but cool. Are you serious?
Cool.
No.
Huh?
The best episode? I don't even. Hold on. I gotta remember that episode.
I mean, I like
have
John
my
Wick.
favorite episode.
I like John Wick. I don't need Rick and Morty John Wick, to be honest, with a pickle. Like, it just, nah. It was okay.
I liked the Pickle Rick episode.
I liked it. It's overrated. So bad.
Well, yeah, but I can still enjoy the video
liked
without
it
people
too.
ruining it.
I mean, I feel like Rick and Morty has become so Reddit. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah, it did kind of get like Redditized.
It's just a Reddit. No, even in the show though, they're like, yeah. They just do Reddit talking points, and you're like, okay. This is weird.
I gotta find my favorite episode. I don't know.
Alex is finding his favorite episode.
What's your favorite Smiling Friends episode?
Me?
Probably the latest one, honestly.
That latest one was good. It was so funny.
I don't think I have a
I
favorite.
actually am thinking about watching it again
rest-
after the podcast.
Don't tell!
The Rust
No!
joke had me crying. It was so funny.
What, Liam ain't
The
listening.
devil playing
No,
the
Liam. Hold on. Liam, what was the Rust joke? I don't remember. Liam, take off your headphones. Okay, what was the Rust joke?
When the devil is on his computer. And,
Oh!
he's playing Rust. That was so
No, we're not.
funny.
He's not talking about the recent episode. He's talking about when the devil was playing Rust on the first season.
Oh, yeah,
episode.
that one's great.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Oh wait! Oh, my fault. Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Oh, jeez. I thought that was the latest one.
No, the latest one is the season 2, like the newest season from April 1st, April Fools.
Oh, okay.
But like it's an actual episode they
maybe.
posted.
Oh,
Yeah, it was good.
Whoopsies.
It's
Did you
so good.
watch
I need
it?
to watch it then. Yeah, I watched it.
No, Alex.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't watched like every episode. That's like really the only episode I've watched. I've seen more clips of it, but I thought that was the newest episode of it,
no,
which had me confused.
it's the episode. You know that thing I sent you, Liam? I think I sent it to you. I need to send it to both of you if I didn't. But
I'm not sure.
It would be that episode. Let me see if I sent it to you. If not, I'll send it to both of you real quick.
I think you might have, because I did see something.
No, I did not send it to you. Let me send it to both of you real quick, and y'all can see.
So, while they do
Also-
that, I'm gonna give you a monologue of my life. When I was a little boy.
All right, here you go. I just sent it. I just sent it to
I
both
was
of
a
y'all on
tall
Instagram.
boy. I was always tall. And they never let me on any of the rides because of how tall I was. That's actually a true story.
Probably the Vat of Acid. Vat of Acid's probably my favorite episode for Rick and Morty.
I think I saw this.
Oh. God, that's so
Yeah, I
good.
did see that. It's so distorted, their faces in all of the frames. I need to watch this episode so bad.
It's so good. And fuck you! You want to eat a chicken nugget?
I've watched Smiling Friends 3 times.
I can't tell you time. I think I've watched it twice, but it's so fucking good.
I think I watched
I
one of
love
that
it.
was with you, I thought, right? Or no?
I love Brain Rot. Yeah, we watched a little bit. I think we watched like 4 episodes.
You
along.
watched 4 and then I
random.
continued.
Dude, Smiling Friend is just brain rot. It's so bad, but I love it. It's the only form of brain rot I actually like.
It's consistent. It's quality brain rot.
It is quality. It really is. It's so fucking
I don't
stupid.
feel like you can show it to many people though, because I've tried to show
Oh,
it.
no.
Like my cousin
Definitely
likes it and he's like, I don't even understand why I like this show. And I'm like, I think that's everyone's experience. I don't think anyone's like, this is peak cinema.
See, and one thing I do like about the show too is that I have to rewatch it because there are so many things going on in every scene that you never notice until you rewatch it.
Yeah,
And like even still, like certain scenes when like everybody's talking at the same time, they're all doing something. I like to see what every individual person's doing because they're all doing something just fucking dumb, and you're just like, what are they doing?
even like when me and you watched it, I was like, "Do you see that dead guy in the corner?" You're like,
and they're just there. They have no part of the story. They're just there.
just in the
You're just
background.
like, why? In the background.
Oh,
There's so much background stuff and I love it. It's so funny.
do you guys have any? Okay, this is off topic. We're moving topics. I was a tall lad when I was younger, right? And I couldn't go on roller coasters, so I never got into like I couldn't play at like when I went to amusement parks, they would be like, "Nah, he's too old." My mom would be like, "He's 4." And they would be like, "Nah, nope."
Nope.
And I wouldn't be able to play with the kids or anything at the amusement park. And I couldn't go on the the little rides to build up to the big rides. I've actually never been on a roller coaster.
Dude, I look so sick right now. You know, like in some games, like when
Trey
you
just
have an
completely
undiscovered part-
ignored.
Dude, look at my face. Like in undiscovered, like in a game when you have an undiscovered part of the map, it like they have like little lines in black. That's
Why
what
does
my
it look
face
like
looks right
text?
now. I'm undiscovered right now. You gotta discover me.
Guys, I'm getting kind of bored.
Trey's a legendary item.
I'm getting bored over here.
Trey's a
Sick.
legendary.
I'm getting bored. Ah!
Do it. For the fame, for the podcast.
For the podcast. Oh, wait 1 second. I can't hear you guys.
That was so
No.
awesome. Trey.
1 second.
That was
Thank you.
so awesome.
For the 50,000 million subscribers that we're going to have, once we hit 50,000 million subscribers, I will burn myself alive. On the pod.
So, how many followers do we need to get to fake our deaths?
We need to get.
I'm thinking we hit. I think we hit 10 million, and then one of us fakes our death.
Yeah. And I don't come out of the shadow.
Y'all will figure it out. Y'all will figure it out when.
I think it should be that we don't know it's fake. Like, we forget about this.
And then I just disappear.
I feel like we should pretend
Guys,
nothing.
We had to get a new gender.
We just
We
pretend
had to get a new
nothing
gender on
happened.
the Idiot Sandwich podcast.
We make
That would
John.
be funny.
We
too.
make John dye his hair, and like get the.
Just make John redheaded and just replace me.
And he's wearing glasses, and he's like, "Guys, I can't see." And we're like, "Shut up, Alex! Shut up!"
Guys, where did Alex go?
Yeah.
We need to get a professional woman on.
That will be next.
Oh, we were supposed to.
That is next. That's next week. Olivia
We have a
Mathis.
professional woman.
Yeah. It's gonna burn down the house.
What are her credentials?
She
are her
she works at
credentials
Starbucks
for-
and she just went to Japan.
Okay.
So we're interviewing
Starbucks
her
is
on
that.
Japan. So get your Japan questions ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Moshi moshi.
Moshi.
Bitch, I got no emotion in me. I don't want to sleep, but I don't want to wake up. Moshi moshi.
She
Bitch,
went.
I got no emotion in me.
What's like the girl version of senpai? I forgot.
Senpai?
Senpapi.
Is there a girl version of senpai?
What is senpai?
Senpapi. Senpai means like teacher.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what it meant. I don't know. I'm googling that.
Trey,
real
can
quick.
you help me with
That's
the
how we
research?
just addressed Olivia
What?
for the entire thing.
What are you saying?
Girl version of senpai.
Trey, can you help me do the research because I know you're more interested in Japan, right?
I mean, what kind of research you asking?
Just questions to ask her about Japan. Do you have questions?
I could. Yeah.
He just looks like he's Douglas Johnson.
I'm actually.
Well, what do I look like I'm doing? Just being a
Hold
psycho?
on, I got you. Dude, Trey, this just looks like another Omegle cam.
What are we doing?
I'm spinning my wheel. Like a
Do
hamster.
I don't see like a confirmed answer if like you can call girls senpai too.
I mean, I was assuming
Should
we
we-
could.
Are we gonna end
To
the
all our Japanese audience, do we get permission to call Olivia senpai?
I don't. What does senpai even mean?
Teacher.
Teacher. Why
You
would we?
idiot!
I mean, why would? What? Why would that be offensive?
What do you mean, is it offensive?
Because some, like, I didn't know if senpai was for like male only, or there was like a word for like for.
You can
senpai
only be a
for
female. You can only be a male teacher in Japan.
women. It works different in different languages. Stupid. Oh my
No, I'm
God.
dyslexic.
You don't know Japanese.
Don't. No, I'm dyslexic. I don't have to pay taxes, Alex.
Actually, I looked it up. I swear I've heard it be called teacher before too, but apparently it just means like upperclassman or someone that's older than you that's like trying to teach you the ways.
Yeah, so call her senpai. That's fine.
Okay, I'm seeing more yeses to senpai. So, Olivia senpai, please join the Idiot Sandwich podcast.
She already agreed to it. She's down. I don't know if she has Discord though. So
This inside joke that we just call her senpai the whole time, like during the podcast.
I'm not gonna
and we
do
never
that,
address
but I
it.
think Alex should do that by himself, and he's the only one that does it.
Me when I have. a
Considering she doesn't
pumpkin,
even
but it
know you
doesn't
that
look
well,
like a
that would be
pumpkin.
hilarious.
When it's a green and misshapen pumpkin. Discord.
For all our fans out there, we're willing to give you $100 if you give us 1,000. It's a crazy
We've run out
deal.
of ideas.
What?
We've run out of ideas, guys.
Liam,
Please,
I'm trying to upsell.
give us money like Mr. Beast.
What's your wait, Alex, what is the what's the that thing, what's your code?
Hey, Fridley. Numbers.
9, 8, 2. 982? I don't know. That's. I can change it, but I already have it written down as A Fridley 982, so I was just like, okay. A Fridley 982 lore.
Lore.
I'm
I've been
ending the
playing,
podcast. We ran out of ideas.
Goodbye.
I was gonna say.
Goodbye, viewers.
I've been playing Sifu. Sifu, good game.